So in this video, we're going to talk about something that is the absolute key to getting everything you want. But no one can manage to do it because it's so incredibly boring. I'm talking about being consistent. By the end of this video, you're going to understand what you have to do to keep customers engaged in between intent events. Let's get started. A lot of people that I see come to us and they're like, Nichelle, I don't know what to send, so I hardly ever send anything. I wake up in the morning and if I have an idea, then I send it out. And if I don't have an idea, I don't send it out. And it's completely sporadic and no one ever knows what to expect from my brand. And I just send it to everyone on the list, like spray and pray tactics, because I don't even know who's like on the list and I don't know who wants to get what messages. I'm just making it up as I go. And everyone that I talk to who has the same story all feels super stressed because they just don't have a plan. And if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, or whatever your mom told you when you were little. What you want to do and what customers will react the best to is having a reliable weekly touch point, targeted campaigns for people who are ready to buy, and they're gonna buy from those targeted campaigns. And you need a plan to get you through the whole year. You don't want this to be like a New Year's resolution where you start off strong and then by January 21st, you're just worn out. We want this to be repeatable, weekly, consistent emails. That sounds kind of boring, but all the money that you make won't be. So let's talk about 3 ways to consistently make more revenue by consistently sending more emails. So the first thing that I'm going to tell you is that you have to communicate with your customers on a weekly basis. You're welcome. That's it. On a weekly basis. That means you show up every week in their inbox with something entertaining or nurturing or educational or whatever you can do to even mush those ideas together. Your brand needs a weekly touch point for everyone from customers, non-customers, people in the customer journey, anywhere. If you want them to buy again, you have to be in constant contact with them. Don't get this wrong, because we don't want it to be just a sale email. We don't always every week want to ask everyone to buy, especially since this is going to everyone. We don't want to ask them to buy. We want to remind them why they love us, and we want to remind them that we're here for them when they need us. Examples of this would be like sending out books that you really liked, or sending out pictures of some of your favorite reviews from the week, or a story or a video or a joke. One of my favorite newsletters that I get from a brand called Go Fast, Don't Die. It's a motorcycle brand. One of my favorite emails that they send is a screensaver for, screensaver dates me, for your phone. What are they called? Background? Screen background? Anyway, you know what I mean. You'll put on your phone the background. They send out every week or so, they send a new background that has some kind of aspirational or motivational quote in their particular style. I love that. The email usually has some kind of like mind-bending story or update or something in it. Point being, send something weekly, be consistent, so that the people who are like your people, the people you want in your tribe, can keep in touch and like keep thinking about you and just keep building the special relationship. Number two. On the other end of the spectrum, you want to send what we call customer journey one-shots. Before we were talking about, just nurturing just building the relationship, this is where you want people to buy. The important thing to remember is that not everyone is ready to buy all the time. The challenge that you're going to face is figuring out who is ready to buy so you can help them get ready to buy and then buy, right? So a customer journey one-shot does exactly that. It helps you send out a campaign that helps you identify whether people are interested in that product at that time. You can talk about whether they have a certain problem that your product solves. You can ask about whether they have a special event coming up that they might need your product at. Once someone clicks, engages with one of those emails, it's like they're raising their hand and being like, yeah, me, I have that problem or I have that reason to buy. Please tell me more information. And then following that, for anyone who indicates that that's where they are in their head right now, then you want to follow up with those people and sell to them. Everyone else who wasn't really into it, everyone who did not raise their hands, they're just going to go on their merry way, go back to getting their weekly consistent communications. But the people who are in that mind space where they're ready to think about buying, those are the people that are going to get the sales campaigns. So you're saving the rest of your list from getting those messages. But the people who really need those messages, they're getting it. These are honestly my favorite because you can send these once a week. You can have them running at multiple times, like in parallel on different products, depending on how many SKUs you have. They're super powerful because the people who are ready to buy get the messages they need, and everyone else is oblivious to that going on in the background. And eventually, I love these so much, eventually, if you get it really nailed down, you can set these up on an automation, and it'll just keep going without you. I love it. Okay, that was the second thing. Customer journey one shot. Number 3. I don't know, did your mom ever say if you fail to plan, you plan to fail? Or is that just me? I don't know. The most important thing that you need to make sure that you have consistent email revenue coming in is a plan. Please make a plan. We usually like to do a quarterly plan. It's a time that's short enough so that you have a reasonable expectation that not much will change in the business. You have a reasonable expectation that you know like what other marketing campaigns are coming up, what other influencers you have doing campaigns, when your products are going to come in stock. It's a good amount of time so that you can plan campaigns for consistency over the 3 months. But it's not so big that like you don't know what's going to happen in your business in 6 months. You don't know how big it's going to be. You don't know how many customers you're going to have. So stick with a quarterly plan for now, okay? And think about what holidays are coming up in the next 3 months. Think about what new inventory you have coming in, what might sell out, what products you want to move. Consider all of those business thingies. Consider all of those business variables and start slotting in the things, the rocks, the things that don't move, the boulders, right? Right now it's December 1st. So we're thinking about Q1 next year. We're going to have resolution season if you're in like a health or fitness or beauty vertical. We're going to have Valentine's Day in February. What's in March? St. Patrick's Day is in March. Any of those things that you can't move St. Patrick's Day. So if it's one you want to celebrate, you put that in your calendar. And then you're going to put in your weekly communications. You're going to put in your customer journey one shots, and you're going to put in a bunch more campaigns. Like you should probably aim for 2 to 3 campaigns per week. One of them's your weekly newsletter. The other one can be flexible. The idea is for them to help guide your customer from where they are now to where you want them, which is buying. So that's it. Let me recap. 3 things. Consistency in email is the number 1 predictor of success for customer retention through email, through SMS, through loyalty. It's consistency. 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 It's not sexy, but my goodness, does it make some money. Communicate weekly. Use a customer journey one shot so that you can sell to people who are ready to be sold to and leave everyone else out of it. And plan for the quarter, please, so that you can you just need the mental weight lifted. So you just wake up in the morning and you know what you're going to send. You know what to expect. It's going to change your email life. That's it. That's all I'm going to say on consistency. I think I've made my point. If you like this video, subscribe, join the Facebook group. The link is down there. Give me a thumbs up. And if you think I missed anything, leave a comment. If you have another question, leave a comment. If you just want to say hey, leave a comment. See you next week.